Hello, I'm Ryan Zink, and welcome to Creative Intuitive Solutions YouTube page. Today, I want to talk about in this video the energy of despair, and this is part of a vibration series. You can find my 32 plus low vibe energies under the playlist vibration, and this is the energy of despair. And when we're dealing with the energy of despair, despair is like a deep desperation. So have you ever been in despair about anything? Maybe it's money, maybe there's not enough, so you're always in desperation about money. Maybe there's somebody that you really care about and you would like them to like you or feel about you the way that you feel about them. So you're kind of in despair to captivate or capture somebody else's attention. That could be another form of despair. Maybe there's not enough food sometimes because food's expensive right now. So maybe there's a despair about where the next meal is going to come from. Um, there's many things that we can be in despair over. But what I've realized is that when we start clearing this low vibe, dense toxic energy from our aura, we're less of a match to despair and to creating from it because whatever vibration you're creating from is the qualities and characteristics of how that vibration will kind of escalate or ripple out into your reality. So if you're constantly creating from these low vibe dense toxic energies, like in for example in this video despair, it's going to attract and create more situations and more circumstances out into the future where you're experiencing more despair. So one of the great benefits of releasing this type of energy from your aura is that you're not manifesting it as much. You're not attracted to it as much. You're not creating from it as much. And if you'd like to learn how to do this, go to creativeintuitivesolutions.com and just click on bookstore and go ahead and pick up a copy of my book Vibration. I have created that book so that there's a tangible way for people to start meditating and working with their many different spaces and aspects within their aura. And I've given a list of the 32 plus low vibe dense toxic energies that are most common within auras and within people within varying degrees, and I've made something that's kind of at a good price point that anybody could really get their hands on without having to enroll in a meditation class, without having to spend thousands of dollars. I have definitely spent thousands of dollars in my evolution and development, and I don't regret any of it. It's money well spent, it's money that I invested within myself. But as I'm creating products and services, books are one way that I want to be able to give to people, that if they cannot afford a meditation class or they can't afford, the personal evolution, and sometimes it is thousands of dollars, that they can have a book that can get them on their way to actually facilitate healing within their aura and their many spaces and aspects. And you can do that definitely with my book Spaces, creativeintuitivesolutions.com. Just go over to the bookstore. And yes, I do want to sell books. And yes, it feels good when I sell a book. It feels good making sales, but it is not just for that. This was created with the intention of helping people. And any profit or revenue that I make is just kind of like icing on the cake from that. But this is the energy of despair. And maybe you grew up around people that were in a lot of despair. I know we grew up with grandparents or great grandparents that were in the Depression. We grew up in the 60s, where I think a lot of the drug kind of epidemic started. It was a revolution freedom, but look where we are today. Um, so, anyway, there's many different ways that despair can live with our aura and with our many spaces, and there's many different ways that can affect us. I know I had a neighbor, I need some work done on my house, and she's constantly telling me, this has to do with another video about pessimism, but she was constantly telling me that if I don't get my housework done, it's going to fall over and a tree's going to fall on it. And, that was something at one point that I had to say, I'm not available for that. And once I started clearing these energies of like pessimism and despair, like all of that type of energy left my reality. And that does mean sometimes people will leave your reality. Like you will end a friendship, or the friendship will end, or an argument will erupt that breaks up the friendship or something like that. Things like that can happen, and it just means sometimes it's not simply that you're a bad person or they're a bad person, but what it means is that your energy has shifted so much that you are no longer can no longer be in their reality, they can no longer be in your reality. And it's not a bad or a good or a right or a wrong type of equation. It's just the energy is so different that you can't exist in the same reality anymore. And it feels bad sometimes because it feels like it was a fight, or they did something wrong, you've done something wrong, and sometimes it isn't that at all. The energy just can't exist anymore. Instead of two people saying, hey, our energy just can't we can't be in the same room anymore. you know it's not because I'm disgusted with you or you're disgusted with me. Our realities just cannot coincide anymore. Sometimes that's what it is. When we start doing this energy work and this energy healing and space clearing, sometimes that can happen. But you know what? As we start to raise our vibration and we're elevating ourselves and we're going through our growth periods and we're really expanding into what's possible, probable, and all of our potentials that are available to us and the opportunities. Like, it feels good as we're kind of like climbing the ladder or the escalator or going up the stairs in the vibration. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It means that we're evolving. So, this video is about the vibration of despair. And if you'd like to learn how to release that energy from your aura or any space within your aura, just pick up a copy of my book Vibration, available at creativeintuitivesolutions.com. I'm Ryan Zink. Have a great day.